Hello everybody, this is Trevor Truck, ASMR, bringing you some relaxing content, and we're back again with Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I wanted to start at the menu, or rather the character select screen, because I just want to give you a scope of how many characters are actually in the game, right? This is a Smash Ultimate moment, okay? We have a ton of characters, and today I want to take some time to focus on Mega Man and Proto Man. These are the two latest characters added to the game, but it's really impressive to see that there is such a great selection and such a great variety of characters. I mean, we have Steve, we have SpongeBob, and look who we're about to get, okay? So, we're getting Angry Birds. Can you believe that? We're gonna be getting a pirate, so that's kind of cool. Kind of, you know, the Jack Sparrow vibes. And then we're also getting, you know, a very anime character, Arl. She looks cool. So I mean, we're getting into some major content here. I'm quite excited to see what the future is going to look like for this game. Having said that, we're going to do some Sonic races, and we're going to have a good time. Let's take a look at the new content, everyone. Welcome, everybody. So here we are, race number 1. We're going to play as Mega Man. And I hit the record button a little bit late, but Mega Man is driving a vehicle that looks like a dog. And I guess that's one of the characters in the game. I'm not super familiar with Mega Man lore. Someone might have to fill me in on what Mega Man is all about. I mean, my first introduction to Mega Man actually came from a friend when I was in elementary school. He was very much big into Mega Man, and he actually drew some comics. He would, you know, he had a fascination not only for Mega Man, but for drawing comics in general, and he came up with some pretty great ideas. And so I remember Mega Man and what was her name? There was like Mega Man's companion. Was it Roll or Lol or something like that? So yeah, my memory is very bad at this point. I don't quite remember everything there is to know. I know that Mega Man has been around forever though. Many different eras and genres of game. From what I know, those 2D side-scrollers look like they're pretty difficult. I think I'd have a hard time with them, honestly. But I'm sure they're pretty good games. Maybe not my type of game per se, but I know there's definitely a lot of love for our friend Mega Man here. I tell you what, I'm doing him a real disservice. 12th place? No way. I'm not gonna settle for last place, especially because this is ranked, you know? This is the Legends. We're not gonna settle for last here when we're doing Legends. Legends round 4. Although the way things are looking, it doesn't look very promising. Maybe my head's just not in the game, I don't know. But overall, so far, I like the fact that Mega Man is in the game, and it's not just Mega Man now. We have Pac-Man, we have Sonic. I mean, we have the legendary video game characters all in one. So, pretty happy about that. Also, that last monster truck was my savior. I'm okay with 7th place, by the way. That's perfectly fine. Alright, everyone. So we're in bronze. Hopefully we can make it to silver. And we'll get our title. So let's try out Proto Man. See how this goes. Alright, here we go. With our second race. I'm playing as Proto Man. We'll see how well he does. Hopefully, this will go without a hitch. I also got off the legendary matchmaking because I tried to queue up for a match and the system couldn't find any players. So this is just your standard issue worldwide matchmaking, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm perfectly fine. It's really casual, it's really fun, and we're just gonna stick with that for right now. It could be that I'm playing at a bad time of day. I mean, it's noon where I'm at right now as I record this, so I thought I might have had at least some better luck, but then again, you never know. You never know. Maybe most people just feel like playing casual, and you know what? I totally get that. Sometimes you don't really want the pressure of competitive gaming, you know? Like, I'll get into that mood sometimes where I do feel like gaming, and I do feel like being competitive, but at the same time, not hyper competitive, you know, just kind of like, I just want to chill. It's a Sunday afternoon, you know, there's no work, there's no worries right now. I just want to sit back and chill, and I don't really want to dominate the battlefield. I just want to play a game, you know. I feel like this can be that type of game, you know, that sort of Sunday evening, yeah, I just want to hang out, have some fun. But I will say, I think probably this game's player base has perhaps dropped off a little bit. You know, I think it's definitely a possibility. And this is not unusual. I mean, if we're being real, this happens with every single game that's ever existed. There's gonna be a natural drop-off. And that's fine. That's how it goes. People play, some people lose interest, and that's fine. I've lost interest in a lot of games I used to play, you know? And then sometimes randomly that interest will just come back for some reason. You can't really explain why. It's just like, you know, I haven't played this game in a while, and I feel like I maybe want to get back into this particular type of game. So, it's only natural. This game was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where I finished. That was excellent. Was that... What place? 5th place. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can certainly do that. Wow! Did you see that? Someone had like 26,000 points. I don't even know if that's possible. That's great. Holy cow, man. Here's the next race. Oh yeah, I was hoping that it was gonna be Metal Harbor, because I love this place. Sonic Adventure 2. Overall, this is a really nice map. So we're putting Mega Man on the hoverboard now. We're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully I can finish in first. I would love to actually win a race while filming. I can tell you that most of my wins are certainly off camera. But when it matters most, you know, when I could try to showcase that I do have the ability to win these races, usually that's when everything goes wrong. That's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure that no one really cares whether I win or lose. It's really just a matter of playing the game, sitting back, having a good time, you know, letting your hair down, metaphorically speaking, if you don't really have hair to let down. I mean, I don't. My hair's really short. There's nothing to let down, but you know what I'm saying. There's no pretense here. There's no expectations. There's nothing like that, you know? Like, I hope really that when you watch these videos, you feel like you're welcomed, regardless of who you are, where you come from, whatever. That's what it's all about. And that's what ASMR has been for me a lot of times. Like, you'll see, if you search, you'll see a lot of ASMR artists who make you feel at home. And they just give you that feeling of like you're a friend. You know? They give you that sort of one-on-one personal attention. And admittedly, that's a lot harder to do when you are a faceless YouTuber like me. But nonetheless, I still hope to sort of give off the same effect. You know what I'm saying? It's what I would like to do. And you know, I sit back and I reflect on all these years of doing this. I mean, it's hard to believe. 2021, when I started. I think it was January 5th, 2021. And then to bring it all the way here, 2026. I mean, it's hard to think about so much time passing. I mean, really, it's not a lot of time, but it's, I don't know, I mean, it just feels like a sizable chunk, too. All this to say that, even to this day, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything you all have given me as a content creator, because this is a team effort. It's me, and it's everyone who watches. So, just wanted to pass on that positivity. Alright. Here's another race. It's Proto Man. What a really cool design. I don't know much about Proto Man, but I like the fact that he has a shield. That's so cool. He looks like he's ready for business. He's ready to put up a fight. And we will put up a fight, because this map is hard. You know, it's a difficult map. At least for me. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but I think this one is one of the more difficult ones. Maybe not necessarily this part so much, but certainly in other areas. When you get outside, that's when it starts to become a little bit difficult. Anyway, we're starting off this race pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I mean, Proto Man, don't lose your spirit. Don't give up. You can do this. Just use your speed up through the grass. There we go. Now we're starting to make some real progress. Now we are pass and go. Collect 200 bucks. We are doing it. Alright. I wonder what our interdimensional course is going to be. Okay, that's not a bad one. We're just going to be flying through the air for a little bit. Ooh, we're getting some rock music. I like it. It's not really it's not really ASMR music, but crap, man, I'll take it. I like rock music. All right. And we have a frenzy, so every now and then we can just push the trigger button and get a little bit of a speed up. We're gonna take the middle path. It's my favorite. Oh man, we are getting so many tricks in that one area. That was fun. That was really fun. Alright. We're gonna try to preserve our good placement here. And then that happens. Oh my gosh. It never fails when you play these types of games. You always get hit with something. Dude, I think Proto Man is like the best character in the game right now. And watch me, I'll be saying that about the pirate. I'll be saying that about Angry Bird Man. But like, This is a really cool character. I never played a Mega Man game, which is, you know, I guess it's not that shocking because I don't know how many Mega Man games came on the N64, but back in the day, yeah, I never played. I probably should have. Anyway, this was a very successful race. 4th place? Hell yeah, I'll take that. I will take that any day. GG's, everybody. Alright, race number 5. I'm playing as Proto Man again, because I think Proto Man is really cool. And I like this combination of Proto Man on a hoverboard. I see we have a Mega Man rival in front of us. So, let's beat Mega Man. Let's defeat Mega Man and take the crown. Instead of making a Mega Man game, we want to make a Proto Man game that only has Proto Man. This is a terrible start, though. Look at that, I just lost my speed. I don't know about you all, but, you know, sometimes I really do miss the old shows I used to watch, like when I was a kid. I don't know how many of you watched Cartoon Network back in the day. You know, we're talking 90s and 2000s. This was a couple months back, but I remember watching Adult Swim. You know, that was a program block on Cartoon Network. And, I don't remember a lot about Adult Swim, because back then I wasn't allowed to watch Adult Swim. But it's weird. It's like having nostalgia for something that I never 100% experienced. It was just an era. And there's a YouTube channel out there that will actually, you know, that actually has program blocks of real Adult Swim blocks that aired. And I remember watching it. And, like, the commercials back then, oh, man, just so nostalgic. I'm pretty sure the content I watched is definitely against several national copyright laws and FBI laws and whatever, just because literally it's literally someone's recording of an Adult Swim block that obviously isn't approved by Cartoon Network, so I'm sure there are definitely, I'm sure it's definitely not legal, but, I mean, the channel's still up, and the video is still up, so, but yeah, I wanted to watch that because I wanted to relive those times. I remember, watching, like, a bunch of Cartoon Network bumpers. For any of you who remembered back then, they had the Cartoon Fridays. They'd have all these different cartoons. Courage, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Lab, the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Ah, I miss those days so much. But I love talking about this stuff with other people who remember it, you know? And I feel like the old guy, because, you know, a lot of people are just, you know, like, younger than me, and they don't necessarily remember living through that, but gosh, those memories, they come back. Alright, so last race. I'm playing as Miku, and I'm surprised no one else is, because Miku is a very popular character, and in a lot of races, you're guaranteed to see her, like, at least 2 or 3 clones of her. So this is cool. I'm glad to be the only Miku. There's something in me that feels dissatisfied when I race against clones. Okay, here we go. Let's win this one. Let's finish strong, all right? I want to finish in first. Let's aim for first. We're not going for second best here. it's first place or nothing. And this map is okay, but there are parts of it that I find really difficult. We're about to get to one of those parts pretty soon here, because the water riding is something that I'm still I still feel like I'm trying to get used to it, you know? Like, I don't completely, fully 100% understand it, but I'm doing the best that I can. Okay. So one thing I want to talk about, and I've never talked about it before relating to this game. So, for anyone who's played this game, you know in the online lobby, right? People can like your vehicle and character combination. Literally, it's like a Facebook like, you know? And I have to say, this is kind of funny, but, like, it is a pure hit of dopamine when someone gives me a like in the lobby. It is a pure hit of dopamine. And, like, even before this match began, I received a like from someone in the lobby. And, you know, there's nothing particularly special about the hoverboard that I have. I mean, it matches with Miku, I would say, but there's nothing in particular special about it. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, that's cool. That's wholesome. I think this community is pretty nice. In comparison to a lot of other game communities, this one seems really chill, really nice. And I think, honestly, it does say something about the Sonic world, about the Sonic community. I think there's something kind of cool about it, you know? People seem really nice, and to be fair, it's actually kind of hard to be negative because the game doesn't have, like, custom voice chat or anything like that, so to be fair, there is a little bit of a parental control thing, a Nintendo situation where you can't really say anything bad. Regardless, I'm pretty happy with this game. I'm happy with this race. I mean, I said I wanted to finish first, but you guys know how it works. There's no way I'm going to beat someone with 21,000 points. There's no way. Okay, everybody. Well, that's going to be it for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. As always, I am grateful for you, and I hope everyone who watches this has a great day. Alright, till next time. I imagine when the Angry Birds character comes out, I will definitely be posting a video of that. So, thank y'all, and talk to you soon. Goodbye.